All right, what we're going to do in the computer lab today is find the photograph of the animal you want to work with. So the directions are on the projector screen. So the first thing I want you to do is open up a Word document and type your name. Then you're going to go to the internet. I prefer a Google search, and then I click the word images in the top. Type in the name of the animal or whatever it is you want to work with. So I could start with a general word like dog, and I'm just going to see lots of different kinds. If you know the specific type of animal, so I want to do a Boston Terrier, then you're going to scroll through and decide, do you want a photo that shows a majority of the body from head to the feet or head to tail or all the wings, whatever you're working with, or do you want to just focus on the face? Either is fine to do. So what I'm going to do is click on the photo. Then I like to try to get to the largest photo possible. So I'm going to click one more time to see if it will go to the website the photo came from. If the school blocks you from the website, then you can do this on the thumbnail. So once I'm here, I'm going to right click, copy image. I'm going to go back to my Word document and I'm going to right click, paste. So now that photo appeared in my Word document, but I need to look at the orientation of my photo. So this is what we call a landscape photo. It's wider across than it is tall. So what I want to do is change the orientation of my paper. So if I click the word layout, orientation, and choose landscape, now my paper just became wider than it is tall. So now what I can do is I can stretch this photo to make it closer to the size of my paper. Then you are ready to print. So what you're going to do is you're going to go File, Print. The automatic printer that appears, just click Print, and then you will pick that up by my teacher desk. However, if you are not working with a horizontal image and it's a portrait, so for example, this is taller than it is across, that's portrait, then what you're just going to do is you're going to right click, copy image, go to your Word document, right click, paste, and then you're just going to leave that orientation as portrait size, and you want to make sure that you are only printing one page. So right now this is on 2 pages. I want that to be on 1 page, so I'm going to do some backspace. If that still doesn't work, what I need to do is click on the photo, right click, wrap text through. What that does is it allows me to click and drag and move my photo where I want it to be. So then I can do some backspace to get rid of that last page. So my name is still on it. I have my photo. It's stretched large to fill the space of my paper. And then I'm ready to File, Print. Click Print again, and then pick that up at the copier. All right, once you have your photo printed out, you're going to pick it up at the printer, and then you're going to bring it back to your desk, and you're also going to pick up a Sharpie marker from the cart. What you're going to do is outline what we call the contour edges of whatever your animal is. So the contour edge is the outside line around the shape of whatever your animal is. And then the contours would also be significant facial features or body parts that you see. So with the Sharpie, you're going to start outlining the outside edge. We call that the contour. Then, if there's a piece that got cut off, so for example, the ear got cut off here, I want that ear to look more complete. So I'm just going to draw in what I think the top of that ear would look like. And then the same thing on the opposite ends. If you want this line to go all the way down to the edge, you could do that. So I could extend that down to the edge. And then he might have a leg right here. Okay, so that's the outside contour for me. Now what I want to do is look at the contours that make up the rest of the body parts or the facial features. So for me, I'm definitely going to outline his eyes. And then the eyeball itself.
the pupil. I'm going to draw this line where it separates his head from his ear. Then he has this white fur that I want to see that design, so I'm going to outline the edge of this. This is a part of his mouth. We call that the jowls. I'm going to draw in the curvature of his jowls, this little crease in his nose, the edge of his nose, his nostrils. Then this is like his chin, his bottom lip. And for me, I want his collar on, so I'm going to draw his collar, kind of the buckle of his collar, and then his bow tie. And then I might also designate where his fur changes color from white to brown. Okay, so for me, this is the majority of the contour lines that make up my dog. So once you've outlined everything with your black Sharpie marker, now what you're going to do is turn it over backwards. When you turn it over, you're going to be able to see the Sharpie lines that you drew on the back side. So the next step that you're going to do is you're going to take your pencil and you're going to start shading over the top of those Sharpie lines. You want this pretty solid and with firm hand pressure. So you can see how I'm just covering it up in big kind of areas. I don't need to worry about shading anywhere there's white paper. I just want my pencil covering those Sharpie edges. Because what we'll do next is transfer our contour drawing onto our paper that we're going to be painting on. So when you finish shading over your contour lines, then you're going to keep this in the pocket in the back of your sketchbook, because we'll be using this when we're back in my other classroom next time. Then, once you have that finished, and it's in the pocket of your sketchbook, what you'll do is continue to draw your patterns that you started last class. So take out your sketchbook, see how many more patterns you need to finish on this worksheet. Remember, you have these samples in the pocket of your sketchbook, and that's what you can do for the remainder of class.